Hi guys, it's Charlie here. If you're looking to protect your future with gold or silver, pick the region you're in and choose one of our trusted partners. Good morning. It's Friday. It's the 24th of April, 2026. So much is happening in plain sight. Washington, D.C., the deep state, the cabal, are in complete and utter panic mode right now. All the evidence has been collected together, and it's time to show the world exactly what's been going on. It's not just the US that's being exposed either. It's the UK, City of London, the EU, NATO. The whole lot is falling apart, and everything is in place now for the world to know. We saw yesterday in plain sight in the Houses of Parliament the Labour Justice Secretary, Sarah Sackman, telling Parliament that Sharia law must be accepted. That's not the will of the British people. That's the will of the paymasters, the will of the controllers. The question is, who is the paymasters? Who are the controllers? You and I know who they are, but it's time for the rest of the world to wake up to see who's pulling the strings. Things like this are happening for the benefit of the rest of the world to see what's really going on. Are you awake yet? Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. My first story of the day is violent clashes break out in Utrecht, Netherlands. Dutch patriots are now fighting back against the invaders after protests over a planned asylum shelter, riot police deployed, arrests made, and tensions over migration continue rising across Europe. The heat is up in Germany, France, Italy, the UK, Sweden, and Ireland. Is civil war round the corner, Charlie?
Well, this is all part of the awakening process, because there's a lot of people out there that just don't see it. And the only way for them to see it is what is happening in the Netherlands, what's happening in France, what's happening in Germany, what's beginning to happen in the UK. People, as I said with the UK before, when the UK used to get angry, it used to write a letter. They ignore your letters. Now people are protesting. They're ignoring that as well. They don't give a shit for you. They don't care for you. They're supposed to represent you. They don't. It's time to take it up a notch. I'm not suggesting violence. I'm suggesting the removal of the authorities that are in power at the moment, because they're not doing what the people want them to do. They've got out of hand, but it's not all down to them. It's their controllers. It's their paymasters. What's happening right now is exposing what's really going on behind the scenes. And I suppose for those people who are awakened now, we refer to it as the shadow government. Not the real government, the shadow government. People need to wake up to see and hear what's really going on. The empire is over. The regime change is happening. What's happening at the Federal Reserve is over. What's happening with the US corporation, what's happening in Iran, it's over. Israel is over. The EU is over. NATO is over. The City of London is over. They're all over. For those who are awake, you can see it. But it needs to be done so that people who are not awake can see it. Drew.
While everyone is focused on oil in the Straits of Hormuz, another hidden risk is being overlooked: undersea internet cables. Around 95% of global international data traffic travels through submarine cables and key routes pass near major geopolitical checkpoints, including the Gulf region. If major Gulf undersea cables were all knocked out, part of the region could face a serious internet blackout, banking disruption and trade chaos, whilst the wider world reroutes traffic and absorbs the shock. Modern systems and backup routes and redundancies, but the threat is real enough that governments and markets watch closely.
Well, this is something that most people are completely oblivious to. The internet cables all run through that area. 80% of the world's communications run through cables through that area. And we've been led to believe, oh, the internet is down because of the satellites. Nothing to do with the satellites when 80% is run through cables. It's time to wake up to the truth. And whilst you're looking for the truth, there are different people who see it different ways. Witches refer to it as spells. Christians refer to it as prayer. Spiritualists refer to it as manifestation. Atheists refer to it as the placebo effect. Scientists refer to it as quantum physics. Everyone admits it's out there, the higher power. No one's denying it. No one's denying it exists. It comes down to you. How do you see it? Nobody denies it exists. Do you believe in God yet? Which way do you see God? I'll leave you with that thought. That was the news on Friday, the 24th of April, 2026. We'll see you tomorrow on the Insiders Club. Don't miss it, because we're going to be talking about David Wilcox and what actually happened. We'll see you there. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays we spend with our families, as we should do. So if you want to know the truth, come to drcharlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.